As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. When the children of Israel were going through the wilderness, they murmured against Moses. And when they murmured against Moses, they were murmuring against leadership. And God allowed fiery serpents to come forth and bite them. And they would swell up and die. And they came to Moses and said to Moses, pray to God that he would remove the serpents from us. Moses prayed because Moses was the meekest man on the earth. Meekness is strength under control. Moses prayed and God gave him the cure. God commanded Moses to get a fiery serpent, similar, just like the one that was biting them, and tell them when they look up, they will be cured and not die. Moses got a fiery serpent, lifted up, and all of those who looked up in faith, believing, the fact that they looked up, they had faith in what God had told Moses. Look up, and they were healed. Likewise, the Son of Man, Jesus the Christ, came to a sin-sick world. The serpent of sin was biting us, and God sent Jesus. And Jesus says, and if I be lifted up from the earth, I will draw all men unto me. God sent one that symbolic, that looked just like us. Jesus became human like us, yet without sin, and was not ashamed to call us his brethren. And he says to us, as Jesus was hung up on Calvary, whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Today the command is for us to preach Jesus. He's already been lifted up. Preach that he was lifted up, because his lifting up was, this spake he concerning the death he would die. He did die. He was buried. He arose from the dead. And whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Our world needs life today. Our world needs healing today. Our world needs Jesus. Our world needs love. And God loved us so much until he gave Jesus. Jesus loved us so much until he gave his life. And Jesus said, and John said, beloved, if God so loved us, we ought to love one another. For God is love. John 13:35 said, we are his disciples. We prove to the world that we're his disciples when we have love one to the other. God gave the cure in the wilderness, and God has given a cure to this world. That cure is Jesus Christ, the true and living God, the only true and living God. There is one God and one mediator between God and men, the man Christ Jesus. We at the Elizabeth Baptist Church, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, we are praying for you. We are praying for your salvation, for your health, for your wealth, that God will keep you in perfect peace. We are praying, and God bless you and God keep you.